Hello, everyone. My name is Mary, and I would like to kick off this YouTube channel by reading to you one of my blog posts that I wrote last year on my website. This is a topic that's near and dear to my heart. The topic is God. And so I'm going to read this to you. So just give me a minute to share the screen. And here we go. Let's talk about God. I often find myself speaking of God when all I really intended was a casual everyday talk. My life, in ways both obvious and unseen, revolves around my unprovable, uncontrollable, unstoppable belief in God. Every peaceful thought is a love letter to Him. Every worry is a desperate cry to her. Everything that happens to me is an opportunity to see the state of my belief reflected in the pool of my life. And yesterday, once again, without instigation, the meandering path of conversation mixed with wine and friends led me to talk of the one reoccurring topic in my life. And I realize, when am I ever not talking of God? What is your definition of God? I was asked. My reply was, everything. How can I define the indefinable? How can words convey what transcends human understanding? And yet I had to wonder, what is my definition of the one true God? To even attempt a definition is to immediately fail. But I cannot allow the most important piece of my life to go without words. What is my definition of God? God is the substance and source of creation. God is the ineffable, original source from which all forces come. The supreme consciousness from which all consciousness originates. Everything around us, from the quarks to the cosmos, is God. What appears to be you and me, what appears to be the elements and atoms that form our world and the rules they live by, is in fact that beautiful, invisible, unknowable one in disguise. God is the all-loving beingness that lies at the root of all the most primal vibrations of the strings and particles that form us. If this is my definition of God, then there can be nothing outside of that all-encompassing source. If God is all, then everything I think, experience, say, or do is a part of that all. Every question, great or small, that my mind grapples with is a ripple on the surface of God's being. Every feeling I have penetrates the heart of the one who is the end and the beginning. Even if I never speak directly of God again, my every word will continue to define him because he is my source and my substance. Every experience is an opportunity to understand more of this universe, which is God. No matter what I do, God is the ultimate doer. No matter what I experience, God is the silent witness to it all. No matter what I see, I am seeing God. Throughout my life, I've always returned to the impossible task of defining the divine. I have been a singer, a cashier, a secretary, a writer, a graphic designer, a producer, and a brand representative. And in every varied and unique job, I always find myself drawn to the aspect of the work that touches the soul. Whether I'm singing a jazz tune or writing an article about a local business, I have always wanted nothing more than to convey what I see as divine in that song or story. I've never stopped my personal game of hide and seek with God, and no matter where I look, I see the one true God looking back at me. In the height of my joy and the depths of my pain, I see him. In my work, in the faces around me, in the life I've created, in the desires I hunger for, I see her there. I realize now that I can't help myself. I need to talk about God. I need to continually tell the story of God. So let's talk about God, or let's talk about nature, friendships, art, music, or even the weather. Because whatever we talk about, it's all another page in the infinitely interesting book of God's universe. So let's talk about science and health and all the beautiful challenges we face. Let's talk about the pains and victories of our human experience. Let's debate the issues and cover all the angles. Let's talk about Rumi's love poems to the soul or Lao Tzu's way. Let's find how many beautiful ways we can talk about the one thing we're really all talking about. The one mysterious beautiful God. So there it is. That is my blog post on God. I hope you found it thought-provoking, and I'd love to know, whoever listens to this video, what your thoughts are, what your definition of God is. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'm going to leave the link to this blog post in the description, so check it out there. I'd love it if you subscribe, and we'll see where this channel of mine goes. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.